Shalom, shalom, Israel, back again today. Well, let's talk. And today, the let's talk gonna be about hear the word of the Most High. Hear the word of the Most High. So today we're gonna get into this situation. That's something the Father put on me this morning to bring out to our people, His people, actually our people. All of us. We all one big family. They want to hear the word of the Father and the Son. Be doers of the word, not just hearers. So let's get into that. Let's start at Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. All right. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. So we've been knowing the time have been at hand for the longest, but you're really seeing it right now, Israel. Right now, you're really seeing it. So, you just cannot just only be a hearer. You got to read this word, you got to hear this word, you got to do this word, and you got to believe in the prophets that came and gave this word to us, in which we know that was the Messiah. We know Yeshua, that gave us this word. So we have to understand who gave us this word, what we got to do with this word, because he got this word for his Father. He came and did his Father business, so we got the word from Yeshua. So we come to do his Father business, his business. He said you got to go through him first before you get to the Father. So you got to do his business and the Father business, which is this word, mean the law, statutes, and commandments. So we're going to get into this right quick. Let's go to Revelation chapter 3, 1 through 5. 1 through 5. So let's start off. Let's get to it. And unto the angel of the church in Sardis, write, these things said he that hath the 7 spirits of Yah and the 7 stars. I know thy works, that thou hast a name, that thou livest and art dead. Let's keep reading. Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die. So let me read that one more time, because I want to really stretch this little piece right quick. Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die. So in this word, as we're reading right now, the Father and Son word, are you ready to die for these things that is written? Are you ready to die what you believe in the Father and the Son? Let's keep reading. For I have not found thy works perfect before Yah. Let's keep reading. Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come unto thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour will I come upon thee. That's why you got to repent. You don't know the hour, you don't know the time, the second minute or hour that the Father, Son shall return. Yeshua shall return. Let's keep going. Thou hast a few names, even in Sardis, which have not defiled their garments. We talked about garments, raiment and garments yesterday, on yesterday's lesson. But let's keep going. And they shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy. So make sure you be worthy. Let's make sure all ourselves be worthy to walk in them white raiments with the Messiah, with Yeshua. Make sure you one of them. I'm trying my best to make sure. I'm trying to make sure that many people that hear this word of the Most High know They got to repent. You got to get on that straight and narrow. You got to keep these laws, statutes, commandments, for you will be able to walk in that white raiment. Let's keep going. You know, to be worthy. To be worthy. We want to all be worthy to be with the Most High Yah Son, which is Yeshua. Let's keep going. He that overcome, the same shall be clothed in white raiment. And I will not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before what? His angels. So this what the Messiah would do for us. Yeshua would do this for us. As long as we do what this book say do and live by what this book say do. Not just be here, but be doer, but the book say do. Let's move on, family. Let's get to Revelation chapter 2. And we're going to read verses 20 through 23. So this part right here, we're going to talk about how people love to play with Jezebel. And Jezebel, you know, is Satan. So we're going to read about this right here, Revelation chapter 2, 20 through 23. So if you playing with Jezebel, you better leave Jezebel alone. Jezebel gonna give you a spot in the lake of fire. Gonna give you that Wi-Fi box, as King Running always say. So you better stop playing with Jezebel. And I say better, that's all of us that think they not playing with Jezebel and you really playing with her. So you better clear it up. Get out of that situation. Quickly, repent, move on, and don't go back. So let's read that real quick. We in Revelation chapter 2, verses 20 to 23. Let's get it. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest that woman Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and to seduce my servants, to commit fornication, and to eat things sacrificed unto idols. We see that now. Let's keep going. And I given her space to repent of her fornication, and she repent not. It's a lot of our people still ain't repent now. They still loving this fornication with Jezebel, the world, man things. You better get out of that situation. We all was a part of that situation, but the Father touched us and told us, come on him. Get out of that world. Get into my world up here in the heart. Renew daily, renewing you daily. Let's keep going. Behold, I will cast her into what? A bed, and them that committed adultery with her into great tribulation. And you know tribulation ain't, you know that's rough. Did you hear the word tribulation? Let's keep going. Expect they repent of their what? Deeds. He giving you time. Still giving you time. Every time you wake up in the morning, he be touching and wake you up in the morning. Send an angel touch you and get you up. Put that spirit in you to get up in the morning. He giving you time to repent. You need to repent. Hear the word of the Most High. Hear the word of the Most High. Let's keep going. And I will kill her children with what? Death. And that's a second life death. Let's keep going. And all the churches shall know that I am he which searches the ruins and hearts, and I will give unto every one of you according to your works. Oh, y'all keep thinking you ain't got to work for the Father like you come work at these jobs. Keep thinking you ain't got to work in this venue. Keep thinking he told you gonna give you what you work. Matter of fact, he said it again. Revelation 22, chapter 22 and verse 12. Let's read it one more time. Let's read it one more time. Because the Father he always gonna repeat himself. Always. So let's read it. All right. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man, woman, woman, according as his work shall be. That means that if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing out here in the venue, you're going to get your reward. And this reward ain't no coming back from. You will either be blessed to be going into the kingdom, or you're going to be blessed to go to hell. So you make that in your mind where you want to be. Your works going to decide where you be. So listen up, Israel. Make sure your works is good. Make sure your works. This is where you need to make sure your works in. I'm going to talk about these things briefly. Make sure your works out of love. Make sure your works is out of joy. Make sure your works is out of peace. Make sure your works is long suffering. Make sure your works is gladness. Make sure your works is goodness. Make sure your works is of faith. Make sure your works of meekness. Make sure your works are temperance. Make sure when you do all those things right there, you are doing them out of the fruits of the Spirit. So the fruits of the Spirit is what? That's good. Because you're doing them for the Most High in his venue, and the Messiah in his venue. You're doing it for them, not for yourself. But make sure when you do these works, this is what you're doing them out of. Don't be trying to do them because you think it's right to do. You doing them out of this because you're doing this for the Father. You working in his venue, not yours. Make sure. Israel, this is very important. Make sure when you do the Father business, you doing it out of them and out of nothing else but them. But let's move on, because I don't want y'all to miss out on this. And we're going to read this out of Revelation 2 and 7. Revelation 2 and 7. Revelation 2 and 7. Don't miss out on this right here, Israel. Hear the word of the Most High. That's here. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto what? The churches. To him that overcome will I give to eat of what? The tree of life. Let's keep going. Which is in the midst of the paradise of Yah. Don't miss out on that. I'm doing my best not to miss out. I'm doing my best to give this word to y'all, but y'all won't miss out on that. But let's read it some more. Let's go to Revelation 22 and 14. Revelation 22 and 14. All right. Let's go into it some more. Revelation chapter 22 and verse 14. Let's begin. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. Make sure you enter them gates. Make sure you upright, doing what the Father said, mean following them laws, statutes, and commandments. All praise to the Abba, all praise to the Most High, y'all, all praise to Yeshua, all praises. Let's keep going. So I do want to get into, and this will be the nugget of the day, and this also will end this short lesson. We ready to go to Psalms, the book of Psalms, in the very first book, Psalms 1, and we're going to read it in its entirety. So let's get it, Israel. Blessed is the man that walk not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of a sinner, nor sitting in the seat of the scornful. So if you doing any of them, you ain't blessed. You ain't blessed at all. If you being with the ungodly, standing with the sinner, sitting in the seat with the scornful, you not blessed. You might as well go on keep doing what they doing. If you agreeing to being with them, Israel remember light can't dwell with darkness. It is since the beginning. When Yeshua came, what happened? He cut through the darkness because he is the light. Let's keep going. But his delight is in the law of the Most High, and in his law do he meditate day and night. Don't just meditate this way you want to, meditate day and night, because the enemy, he always at us. Satan always at us. He always used them 2/3 of evil angels and demons, evil spirits, evil people to do his bid. Remember that, Israel. Meditate day and night. Let's keep going. And he shall be like a tree planted by the river of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he do shall prosper. That's why we got to keep prospering. Why we got to keep following these laws, statutes, and commandments. Why we got to meditate on this word daily. Let's keep going. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff, which the wind driven away. Therefore, the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. You won't stand, you won't be up there. You gonna get what you got coming. Hell, that's what you gonna get. So Israel, get out of it. And I ain't talking to all Israel. Just know the ones who need to get themselves together so they will not get that what? That hell, that brimstone, that fire. We all working not to get that. We working towards to be a part of the kingdom, to be walking through one of those 12 gates with our tribe, with our people, to rejoice with the Father and with the Son, the Elohim, the Most High. Let's keep reading. For the Lord, or I should say, for the Most High, knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall what? Perish. Don't you be that part that perish. But let me read that verse one more time. I want to read that one more time. One more time, because I want to stress that part. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous. He know the righteous. He know his righteous people. But the way of the ungodly shall do what? Perish. Israel, I come to you and ask you, don't perish. Do not be part of that 2/3, because they gonna perish. They will perish. And we know the ones that will make it, we gonna make it because the Father wants to make it through his mercy and grace. Because none of us worth it. None of us worth it. But we're working to be worth it. Out here in the video doing his work. Doing what he wants us to do. So Israel, what they said, I'm not going to keep y'all long like I said. I love y'all, Israel. I hope all y'all have a prosperous day in this book and walking and doing what this book say do. Be in the light of this world. That shine it, that they see it in your spirit. So they will change. So they will come and want to be a part of the Most High in Yeshua kingdom. Because the kingdom is at hand and is to come very shortly. Pay attention to things that are going on in this world. Don't be distracted by man ways, by man things, by man tactics. Do not be distracted. Do not be deceived by man. Keep this word in you daily. Meditate on it daily. Be doers of it daily and nightly. Live by this word. And with that said, Israel, I will leave you one more again. One more again. I'm saying it one more again. Not one more time, but one more again. With this word. Hear the word of the Most High. And with that said, Israel, nothing but love this way. All praises to the Most High Yah and the great Elohim. With that said, Israel, I love y'all. You have a great and blessed day. Peace and blessing. Shalom.
Romans 13:11, King James Version. And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. For now our salvation is nearer than when we believe.
They sleeping on me, gotta wake them up, gotta wake them up, man, gotta wake them up. They sleeping on me, gotta wake them up, gotta wake them up, man, gotta wake them up. They sleeping on me, gotta wake them up, gotta wake them up, man, gotta wake them up. They sleeping on me, gotta wake them up, gotta wake them up, man, gotta wake them up.
First off, we the cream of the crop, the good shepherd, we the sheep of his flock. You think you woke, but you really still not. Warm water to the face when we on the block. Wipe the slobber right there, you still got a little. Vaccines and weed, now that's what I call a double dribble. Follow the breadcrumbs, cause this ain't where you're from. Stop killing each other for these neighborhoods that you on. Fighting one enemy, you're back to the other. They snuffing you from behind while you facing your brother. Selling your people genocide, claim you getting guap. Then when you're dead, we can't afford to put you in the box. Open the Bible, let the Father show you how you're rich. He put forever in your hands, let him have this. Because that 144 gotta come from us. Rise, watch the crush out your eyes, time to run them
They
up.
sleeping on me, gotta wake them up, gotta wake them up, man, gotta wake them up. They sleeping on me, gotta wake them up, gotta wake them up, man, gotta wake them up. They sleeping on me, gotta wake them up, gotta wake them up, man, gotta wake them up. They sleeping on me,
They sleeping. Gotta wake up out here, going down.
Well, could you tell me if I asked you about our history? Where are we really from and our true identity? What was our native tongue before we came across the seas? Why was our people chained up and muzzled like beasts? You never thought about it, huh? That's cause you in this coma called the American dream. They show you what they wanna. Say you can be anything if you get you a diploma, but not to be a king or queen and put them scriptures on you. The Jewish telling fables and they printing Photoshop. They gave us stepped on truth, but now we got the drop. So we take it to the streets in each and every block, telling them we the real Jews, we supposed to be on top. We on the clock doing the work, sounding off the trumpet. Your shot is coming, your shot is coming, your shot is coming. No man will know the hour and he not coming in peace, but he gon' catch you when it's least expected like a thief.
they sleeping on me, gotta wake them up, gotta wake them up, man, gotta wake them up. They sleeping on me, gotta wake them up, gotta wake them up, man, gotta wake them up. They sleeping on me, gotta wake them up, gotta wake them up, man, gotta wake them up. They sleeping on me, gotta wake them up, gotta wake them up, man, gotta wake them up.
My people sleep like they got hit in the head like Debo. Lost sheep trying to find home like Nemo. I see dead people, Hebrew people, arise dry bones. Don't you know you holy people? Ain't you tired of being treated like scum? Gum on the bottom of a shoe stepped on. Systematically oppressed sister child, wildin' out in the hood just to let it all out. I be rubber gripping, leather back gripping, riding on my bike with my Bible. I begin it. I be rubber gripping, leather back gripping, riding on my bike with my Bible. I begin it. Gotta save souls. This is a story never told. You are the apple of his eye, but you neglect the dough. But when you die and wake up in the afterlife, you gon' be wishing you had listened when you had the time.
Gotta wake them up, gotta wake them up, man, gotta wake them up. They sleeping on me, gotta wake them up, gotta wake them up, man.
First off, we the real kings and queens. They tried to tell me I was 1/3 human being. If we ain't nothing, why they stealing everything? I just want the kingdom, keep your American dream. We them real Jews, man, what you mean? We them real Jews, man, what you mean? We them real Jews, man, what you mean? I don't rock with Satan, I'm on a higher team.